I'm going to pick up from where Mason left off, starting with foreign affairs. In 1991, the Soviet Union is disbanded. That's why we call it Russia now. In 1992, the Maastricht Treaty is signed. In 1993, NAFTA allows free trade in America between Mexico, the United States, and Canada. In 1994, we have the genocide of Rwanda, a horrible advent history that killed over 700,000 Rwandans. In 1995, we have World Trade Organization founding. That's kind of a UN-sponsored, funded agreement that allows for different groups to trade with each other with kind of a big brother watching over them. In 1996, we have the nuclear test ban. 97, UN Kyoto Protocol aims to slow climate change. In 98, we have Kosovo War starting. And then in 1999, Euro becomes currency for 10 countries, which would lead us into the 21st century, where it has become the predominant currency for almost all of Europe. In pop culture, in 1990, we have Ninja Turtles coming out. Mariah Carey's Baby Come Home. In 1991, we have Friends starting, Nirvana, Nevermind, Terminator 2. In 92, we have Whitney Houston's Bodyguard, Aladdin, Batman, and most importantly, Beanie Babies. Best investment out there. In 1993, Snoop Dogg's Doggy Style, Jurassic Park, The X-Files, Lollapalooza, and Power Ranger toys. In 94, we have the PlayStation and Green Day's Dookie. In 1995, we have Alanis Morissette's Jagged Little Pill, Toy Story, and ER. Spice Girls released Wannabe in 1996, and Elmo gets its start. Titanic is released in 1997 and kills the box office, doing over $1 billion in revenue. 1998, we have The Truman Show, a great movie that represents an idea we all have at least once today. That is, what if everybody's watching us all the time? And boy, would I be screwed. In 1999, we have I Don't Want No Scrubs. I don't want no scrubs. The song about the guy who's kind of a loser and his friend's got a nice car. We don't want that. That's 1999. In technology, in 1991, we have the first website made on the World Wide Web. 92, we follow that up with the global system for mobile communications. 93, we have the Mosaic web browser that was especially pioneering in the web industry because it was the first website that displayed images. In 94, we have the QuickTake 100 camera from Apple. That is the best camera up to that time for consumers. In 95, we have Windows 95, obviously. Probably the most groundbreaking Windows up to that point. In 96, we get Nintendo 64. In 97, we get the IBM supercomputer that allowed for computing that wasn't before possible. In 98, that thing gets outdone by the 1998 Google search engine. In 99, BlackBerry is introduced. Those things are still indestructible to this day. Domestic and economical in the 1990s. We'll start with 1991, the economic recession that started in 90 and tipped its head into 1991. In 92, we have the election between Bill Clinton and George Bush that Clinton would go on to win. In 1993, we have the World Trade Center bombing that would foreshadow 2001 a little bit. In 1994, we have an MLB lockout, and subsequently there's no World Series that year. In 1995, O.J. Simpson somehow does not get charged as the murderer of his ex-wife. In 1996, Clinton defends his crown and wins presidency again. In 97, he cuts the budget a little bit, and then he gets impeached. So he had a good run, but then he's done. In 1999, we have an economic boom, mostly because of up-and-coming tech companies. Cultural movements in the 90s. In 1991, the Coalition to Stop the Use of Children Soldiers started, and the campaigns using imagery of children with machine guns and all types of cool stuff like that, but when you dig into it a little bit, it's not really good. In 1992, we have an environmental justice movement gains traction. 1993, LGBT community fights, advocating for those with AIDS and helping spread awareness. In 94, the EWG is founded, and it supports environmental growth and sustainability. In 1995, there was the 4th Women's Rights Conference, and Hillary Clinton gave a speech that to this day is one of the most famous speeches in women's rights history. In 96, hip-hop culture grows exponentially and becomes a thing in style, music, movies, you name it. In 97, Ellen DeGeneres gets her show, even though she is gay. And at that time, that was a little bit controversial. In 1998, James Byrd is killed, and black community becomes angry and tired of the inequality that they're facing. In 1999, same-sex marriage is legalized. And that's it for the 90s. The 90s were an era punctuated by great athletes like Mike Tyson and Michael Jordan. Musicians like Michael Jackson to finish off that trio. And Purple Rain himself, Prince, walking up the ceiling. All in all, the 90s were a decade to be remembered. And a decade to be savored. Thank you.